lesson. Bam, I remember to do it today. All right, so today we're going to continue working with division, and we're going to look at dividing 4 digits by the numbers, same numbers we used whatever the day before I was out. Was that Monday? Yeah, because yesterday was Tuesday. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it is simply, it's all the same. It's all the same steps, except you're just extending the process over and over. So if I do a problem such as, let me turn on my stylus. Let's do, oh, that's too thick. Let's look at this number, 6,948 divided by 2. Is that going to have a remainder?
No.
Why not?
Because
on the 8,
that's an even number. We don't never have a remainder if it's 2 with an even number.
Very good. Okay, so the steps remain the exact same. We divide, we multiply, we subtract, and drop. And today's activity, I don't know how many of you have looked at math activities, is I have actually asked you to create a step-by-step tutorial using pictures. So this could be beneficial for you to make sure you're following along and understanding the steps. My first step is I'm looking at the 6. The 6 in the thousands place there. And how many times does 2 go into that?
3.
3 times. And my 3 will go up here.
Above the 6.
Yep. And then we will do the step multiply. We multiply 3 times 2, which is 6.
And then you minus, which that is 0. Then you drop the 9.
How many times does 2 go into 9? Ooh, my laptop's turned off. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Sorry, my laptop turned off there. So 2 goes into 9 4 times, because I know my math facts that there are 4 times 2 is 8, and that's the closest I can get to 9 without going over. Then I just multiply and subtract.
0.
9 minus 8 is 1. Drop the next number. Restart the process all over. 2 goes into 14. I know my math facts. I can say, okay, I know 2 times 7 equals 14. 14 minus 14 is 0. Drop 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8. And that is
0.
0. No remainder as predicted. But of course,
me like kind of wasn't really paying attention to that.
That's all right. I'm going to do a couple more. 2 times 4 is 8. You can check your work. 2 times 4 is 8. 7 times 2 is 14. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay. And 3 times 2 is 6. One of the activities I assigned was doing 4 digits times 1 on ScoopPad, because I want you to get in the habit of making sure you understand how to check your work for a division problem. And to check the work, make sure you got it right, is you are multiplying 4 digits times 1, right? Let's do another one. I want to look at a couple different variants of it today. That one didn't have a remainder. We're going to do one that will have a remainder. And then we're going to look at one with a 0 in the dividend itself. So let's look at the number 7,438 divided by 5. 5 goes into 7. I see that and I go, okay. First step, number 1, divide. 5 goes into 7 one time. The 1 goes up here. Then I multiply and subtract. One thing I was thinking about, and what I always notice people get confused on, is this middle step, the multiplying and subtracting. If it helps you to think of that as just one step altogether, then by all means, do whatever works best for you. If you need to think about multiplying and subtracting as one quick step, then that's okay with me, as long as you are getting the right quotient. So multiply, 5 times 1 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. Then you drop to 4. Restart the beautiful process all over again.
I already know all this.
And then 5 goes to 24 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. 24 minus 20 is 4. Drop 43. 5 goes into 43. I know my math facts, so I can go, okay, that is 8 times 5 is 40. 3, drop the 8, 38. 5 goes into 38. I know my 5s. 7 times 5 is 35. That's 3. 1,487, remainder 3. Okay. Then when check your work, we do 1,487 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35.
7,438.
Yeah, but hold on. 5 times 8 is 40 plus 3. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 4 is 24.
What's
5
that?
times 1 is 5 is 7. So I got 7,435.
But it doesn't
What's
look
missing?
like a 5 to me.
Why is my answer wrong? How do I get 7,438?
I don't know.
Am I wrong?
You
Did I
know,
do something wrong with my division?
let's see. 5 times 1 is 5. Got that correct. 7 minus 5 is 2. Drop the 4. 5 goes in time 4 minus 20. That would equal 4. 43. 8. Yeah. I see. I think.
I did everything correct. I multiplied correctly. I divided correctly. The only thing I didn't do was when you're checking your work, you add the remainder to the product. So if I add 3 to this, I will get 7,438. And that is why my question was, or my quotient looked wrong, or my product was wrong compared to my original dividend, because I did not add the remainder. And then for the last example I want to look at today, and this is a kind of a combination of today's lesson and the lesson that I wanted to do tomorrow, but I think that the two work well together. So we're just going to kind of throw it in at the same time. Is if you have a 0 in your dividend. So if I have the number, let's say 4,032.
Do I have to stay here and watch this since I pretty much know the vision?
Yes, you do. You do. Thank you for asking, though. All right, so 3 goes into 4.
Once.
One time.
3 times 1 is 3.
3 times 1 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. I have a 0 here. You just drop the 0.
Makes 3.
3. 3 times 3 is 9.
10 times 9 is 1. Drop 3 is 15.
Hey, Preston, I've got this, bud.
Okay, sorry.
12, that's right. 13 minus 12 is 1. Then drop the 2. And then, bam. All right, so there's a 0 there, and it doesn't really throw a wrench into the works too much. However, if I was to change this problem around, and I want to duplicate that. If I was to use, maybe if I had the divisor of 4, I would say 4 goes into 4 one time. Then I multiply and subtract. So 4 minus 4 is 0.
0 down.
Then I drop the 0. And I go, oh, wait.
The
What
answer.
do I do here? There's a 0 there. How many times is 4 going to 0? Do I need to worry about that, or do I just skip ahead and drop the 3 right there?
Me, I just put the 0. Like 0, 4. How many 4 times does 4 go into 0? 0.
Yep, exactly. And that's what you do, because you are still following the steps. You're not skipping ahead and dropping any numbers. You're not trying to make it work. You're going to go, okay, 4 goes into 0 times. So I'm going to put a 0 up here, and then you multiply and subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. And then you drop the 3. Uh-oh. How many times does 4 go into 3?
0.
0 times. So then you put a 0 up there, and you still do the same process. Multiply and
4.
subtract. 4 times 0 is 0. 3, then you drop the 2, and how many times does 4 go into 8? Or 4 goes in 32? 8 times. I just gave the answer
8
there,
times.
huh? 32. So the important thing to remember from when you have a 0 and it ends up kind of messing up your division plans like that, if you cannot do the division, you still have to follow the steps, and you drop the zeros, and you're just putting zeros up there, because that is the only way you can divide those numbers. And we check our work, and we say 1008 times 4. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 0 is 0. 3, 0. 4032. Fabulous. Are there any questions about division?
No. No questions about division.
Anybody else? If you have a question, raise your hand and we can work through this together, because I'm sure some people have the same questions that you might have.
Can I go? Ryan?
Okay, everybody may go. I'll see the group 1 people back in a little bit. And we will continue working on some division in small group, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, Mr. Royans. Have a good day.
You too. I'll talk to you later, bud.
Today's a pretty easy day.
Good. All right, let's see. Group 1 meets at 9:40. So I will. All right, guys, go ahead and log out, and I'll see you guys back at 9:40. I'm going to go use the restroom and get ready for small groups. Take a sec to get ready.